as you say, if it ain't broke, why fix it? You stop to think about it by political metrics. He's up in the polls. In the month of May, he raised more money than President Trump. Even a good Republican like Carly Fiorina says she's going to vote for Biden. So, at this point, if it ain't broke,
he is broke. Kidding me?
But what about muscle memory?
Asking for money.
Getting out there and being nimble, because
whole body's broke, his mind's broke, brain's broke.
The debates that are taking place this fall.
I'm so glad Juan thinks everything's working perfectly. I'm so glad that the Democratic Party thinks this is going well. Because here's the deal. I was just as nervous when I'm looking at these poll numbers. I said, is Trump really losing that badly? I mean, how could this be? Look at these numbers. So I called the best poll guy in the business. And you know what he tells me? This is how they frame the Biden lead, okay? They don't poll likely voters.
Exactly.
They poll adults and registered voters.
They're not going to
Those people all
They're not going to vote.
And they're not going to vote. So that automatically takes away tens of millions of potential Trump voters. Then what they do is they screw the sample size. So the election polls 2016 had party affiliation 33% Republican. But when they do the sample in these polls, it's like 23% Republican.
Exactly.
So they take out 10% of the Republican affiliation just right there alone. Then what they do is that they load up the poll with a racial questionnaire. So they take this poll in the heat of this racial unrest, and every single question is based on race and George Floyd. So that's how you get that skewed too. All right. So think about what happened in 2016. Hillary Clinton was ahead. A week before she was ahead by 13. And then she was ahead in every single swing state. And then what happened? Trump beat her in every single swing state. So the same thing is happening.
He knows it's true.
Last time. And you know
he
what?
knows it's
I want
true.
the Democrats to believe the
Look at him, he's crying.
I love it. Keep
I think he made him cry.
Well, there is a risk, Greg, of course, that for the Democrats, there's a risk that they take some comfort in this and they get overconfident. I do think the debates are really going to matter. Do you?
Let's get them out there.
Well, here's the deal. I believe there may not be any debates because of what Juan is saying is that they just want to keep him in the little cage like a parrot. This Joe is really a breakthrough candidate.
Joe Biden is chicken.
Obama was the first black president. Yeah, Hillary was the first woman nominee. Trump, the first celebrity president. Joe Biden is the first stay-at-home candidate. He's
Mr. Mom.
For really lazy agoraphobics. Who want
for
to
the beta male.
Can't
take it.
Run for mayor of New York from a cabin in the woods. How do we know that he's even real? He might be a hologram because
They might have got rid of the real Joe Biden.
Technical glitch. Like he's a projection and something.
Like Moon over Parador.
Having said that, I've been pretty up for a virtual president.
I think he's onto something.
Not even real.
Maybe it's
a simulation.
He's a puppet.
It might save us some money, Dagan. What do you think? Give me the last word.
Continued cocooning might work for Joe Biden, or it could highlight his agedness and his potentially weak constitution. I think President Trump and Joe Biden both need to take a driving test in front of the American people. They're both septuagenarians. We should at least know if you know how to handle an automobile.
Yeah, but they both have Secret Service protection, so they don't need to drive.
But all older people.
I want to see them parallel park.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see the parallel parking. I want to see it. All right, more of the five coming right up.
Greg looks smart with those glasses.